You want to know what I've been seeing in women over 40, women over 50, oh, women over 60 lately? I have been seeing a burning truth, maybe even a simmering rage, a hunger that can no longer be ignored. You've done the healing, you've read the books, you've kept your life together while the world pulled at your edges, and now you're asking, wait, what about me? Not the performance, not the masks, the real you. What about the real me, the real you? Because here's the truth, your dreams don't expire. Your fire didn't go out. You just got a little buried beneath responsibility. I know it happened to me too. The people pleasing, the perfectionism, but not anymore. Because there is a wave rising. Can you feel it? There is a wave rising. It's everywhere. And it's funny because when I first launched empowerment coaching back in like 2002, before anyone was doing coaching, at the time I was a personal trainer and a nutritionist, and I realized like I don't have to be in the gym. There is so much we can just do by talking, sitting in an office talking, sitting over the phone and talking. And I launched that back in 2002, and no one was doing empowerment coaching. And I was like, I coined it. And I think it's amazing that I got on the wave. I felt the wave. I knew the wave. I trusted the wave. And in 2009, I launched the SWAT Institute, Simply Woman Accredited Trainer. We're an empowerment coaching institution exclusively for women. And we've been at this now for, holy Hannah, quite a while. But I feel something different that I have never felt in my lifetime until now. And maybe it's me. Maybe it's that I'm ready. Maybe that I'm part of this big wave that's happening. It's a tidal wave. I can see it. Brilliant women finally choosing themselves. Brilliant women who always knew and knew what to do and did some of it, but just never really said, like, wait, what about me? And this ripple effect that's happening, can you not see it and feel it? It's unstoppable. So if you've been playing a little small, it's okay. If you've been turning down your light a little bit, dimming your dimmer switch inside, so to speak, or even doubting your timing, not only is it not too late, it's the time is now. You're right on time. This is your comeback story. This is Simply Woman, and it starts now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Welcome to Simply Woman. I'm Crystal Andrus Morissette, and this is where powerful women come to rise. One bold coaching conversation at a time. Now, last week, we had truly an unforgettable session with Sharon. Well, our newest master empowerment coach who is certified and graduated from the SWAT Institute. She's from Australia. I always say it like that because Oprah said, we're going to Australia. And you know me and Oprah. But Sharon showed us, like, she just brought it and she was just ready. I always say, come to play. And really what that means is just stand in your truth, even when it's hard. And today we're going to do a quick follow-up with Sharon because transformation never stops when the call ends. In fact, that's always just the beginning. So we're going to check back in with Sharon and see what's been unfolding since our last conversation. So good, Sharon. Thank you for being here. Thanks for coming back. Thanks for showing up with such like raw, radiant truth. You're radiant today. And that's really what this work is all about. It's real women doing the real work. And now we, it's amazing where we're going to go from here. So Sharon, fill us in. What's been happening for you?
Okay. Yes, that was one powerful talk we had last week. I got off the phone or got off our call, and I'm like, oh my goodness, that was something else. And as for me in Australia, I actually had to go back to bed.
Well, yeah, it's also what time there?
It's 3:00 in the morning.
So thank you
So
for being up at 3 in the morning to talk with Crystal. I am so grateful to you.
it's quite okay. But sometimes I find going back to rest or having a nap after a powerful session, it it just sort of releases more of what I just spoke about, and I just sort of went through a lot of releasing. And that morning, when I actually did wake up again, and I went and had a shower, I one of the things I've taught my clients is a shower ritual that I do to cleanse and to release any residue that was left of letting go. And so I did that morning, and I had such a long shower.
Tell
It
us a
was
little bit. Give us the Cliff's Notes version of that. Like what you go into the shower and is there a
okay.
breathing and a mantra and what's that Cliff Notes version of it or the Coles
Oh.
Notes here in Canada?
So what I say to clients, and a brief note, is that when you go through working through some things and you're doing some clearing, especially after our coaching session or if it's been quite a huge one, to have a shower. Usually I prefer it before bed, but have a shower and do a visualization of releasing anything that no longer serves you. And so I hop in the shower and allow the water just to flow over you for a bit for initially for a little while, and then start the process. And as the water comes down, you can just feel all that releasing. And as you you can watch it go down past your fingers and just watch everything that no longer serves you just going down the drain. And it's the most incredible process. And a lot of the
There a
time,
mantra that you repeat? I mean, you have to realize Sharon's been doing this as a coach a long time. She's a master at this. So to let herself be so vulnerable and to be coached like that, Sharon, that's like that in itself is so huge because it is a big, I really want to honor that. Like it can be it can be it can be harder when you're also an expert to let yourself be the student and to let yourself be coached. It's
yeah,
I know it puts yourself in a vulnerable position but I just love that one of the things that we are not our mandate but our mission with the SWAT Institute is always but empower yourself and transform others. So it's not just helping
yeah,
others, you've got to let yourself also be seen and healed
yeah,
and witnessed and loved. And so you did that. And I just want to thank you for that. And so you get in your shower and you're seeing the water running off you, and you had to really, it was a lot of crying.
yeah. I did
Sharon
more
had a,
crying.
just to give us, if for those that didn't see last week, Sharon just really connected it to her mother who passed young, too young, Sharon's age, 55. It was the Freedom 55 call. And, and there was a real breakthrough of the realization of how much your story has been anchored into your mother's story, and you really needed to release yourself from those unconscious commitments that you'd made to your mother in trying to protect her.
Yeah, yeah. That came a couple of days after that release and that realization what I've been doing. And this is one thing that I found when I had the shower is that I released so much more in the sense of the connection of my father towards my
Yes.
mother.
Yes.
And and yes, I cried a lot more. Anyway, that really helped in almost you could say a domino ripple effect
That's
of
it.
the
That's it.
feeling.
That's how this works. It's a
Yeah.
domino ripple effect.
And that was just the start of it. And then as the weekend and a couple of days went on, it hit me. And it was one of the biggest revelations that the whole thing started when we spoke last week was my knee was playing up. And that was where when we did the elevator, that's what I found.
So we
And
just
that's
went down into the body and said, is there anything that's hurting? And you said, my
right.
knee. And we went to your knee, and all of a sudden it was like, this is connected to my
Yeah.
mom. And it
It
just
was,
all came and we just went with it. And that's the power of whether we call it the imagination, your spirit, your soul, just whatever speaking to you, trusting it, going along with it, letting it be. And you just went along with whatever your body said and you let it out. And man, that takes a lot of courage.
it certainly does. And um, then I go, okay, so what's going on? Because I know there was more. There was so much more. And that just was opening up the Pandora's box. And it was, as you said, Freedom 55, because it was the thing I said to my mother, and that's what hit me. I said to my mother, because she's been gone since she was when I was 25. So that's a long time. And I remember saying, right, I'm 55 now. It's time for me to live my life for you the way that you would like it. But then I'm thinking, well, why is my wrist? And I've been wondering why my right wrist has been playing up and been painful for the last couple of years. And then it hit me. I've been holding my mum's hand for the whole time, wishing she was still alive and realizing that I've been living her life the way that she could have lived it if she'd stayed alive and didn't leave us. And that was the most biggest revelation that, and I posted in our SWAT forum because I needed to get it out and speak somewhere safely and sacredly and to release my mother's hand. And the thing I put up, which got me realizing, was that I was holding on so tight with my right hand, which is the moving forward side of me, that it was hurting me more than allowing my beautiful mother
Let go, to
to
let
let go.
go. Yeah.
So I had to do, again, jumped in the shower after I did my own, okay, own releasing and everything like that, and saying to my mother, thank you so much. I need to let you go now. I need to allow you to do your thing so I can finally live my life. And I did another shower ritual, cried again, let it all out, and released everything. And oh my goodness, what the domino effect I've had ever since then. It's just been the most powerful opening of doors.
Yeah.
It's just, yeah, I'm so grateful. Thank you.
It's so beautiful. I too, because of you, so thank you, have had a huge release around my mother
Wow.
and the unconscious commitment that I too was showing how it could have been, how it could have been. Could have been like this. We could have been like this. And you could have been like this kind of mom. And you could have been with me. And you could have been with my children. And I didn't realize like I was still holding on to that. So your courage and vulnerability has helped me write pages and pages and pages and pages and pages and pages of letting go. And just if we're all learned together. So I just want to thank you for that because I think a lot of us realize that we whether it's a mother wound where we're wounded by our mothers or whether we're wounded for our mothers because we love them so much and we're just, oh, they didn't get the life and we are just so committed. Or we're so wounded that we're so confused by our mothers. Like there's always this, and it will always be there. It can never really be broken, but there's always going to be the connection that you are your mother's daughter. How do we reframe that to make it serve us?
I agree. And I found that then the ripple effect was I went into a guilt mode. I felt guilty that I actually couldn't save my mother, even though I know that I had no way of saving her. But because I was in the room when it happened and I was the only one and I didn't know first aid and all this kind of stuff, CPR, yes, I felt the guilt. So then my whole right side went into, for the first time ever, I felt it. I was in pain on my right side, all down the side of my spine, which is where guilt is held for me. And even though I felt like I'd done all the work and I got rid of all that guilt,
But what's so
and
beautiful about this is we're always evolving. This is an
yes,
evolution of your consciousness, what's happening. So you're
yeah,
evolving consciously. So it's a deeper healing. It's a deeper letting go. And it just continues to be these opportunities to surrender. And that pain comes up in the body to just, I know it's so hard to get your head around because I am such a sensitive body. Like I'm always feeling everything. There's always something wrong. And I'm always like, okay, this is another opportunity for me to heal something in my past or something emotionally, surrender something. Great. Thanks, God, goddess. Good job. But I do now see that your body is your temple. It is there to show you where you're still holding on to limiting stories that we don't need to hold on to anymore. So thank you, Sharon. That was really beautiful.
thank you. It was just incredible process over that period of time. And now definitely I have the freedom of 55. So
I feel like I'm
I
getting
just
too.
feel so good. And I just feel like I'm reborn, like I'm finally living the life that I'm ready to live, that I want to live.
Yes,
So,
yes, because you said like I've always tried to live the life that my mother could have lived. And in my head, as soon as you said it, I did think that has to stop now. And it has to be I'm gonna live the life that I want to live.
yes, I know. That's exactly right. It's
All right, let's everybody take a big deep breath with Sharon. Big breath in. We're all gonna inhale love. We're just gonna peel all that love down into our bodies. We're gonna let go of anything that we don't need in our bodies. We're gonna take another big breath with Sharon. Filling ourselves up with all the love that's all around us. And we're just gonna pull it right down into our bodies and just give such grateful, juiciness and thankfulness to each other. Thank you, Sharon. Thank you for being part of this conversation. I'm so grateful.
Pleasure. Thank you.
So good, Sharon. So good. Thank you for showing up. That was just amazing. And we all felt it. And that is what this is about. It's just real women doing the real work. And it's just really authentic and it's really honest. And now we're going to open the door to another powerful story, another beautiful woman, another guest who's stepping into the love seat. And I never know what we're going to talk about or what she's going to bring or what's going to happen, but I always know this: whatever it is, it matters. Because when one woman speaks her truth, she gives every other woman permission to do the same. So let's dive in. Hey, so Candace is in the love seat today. Candace, I'm so grateful that you're here. Let's take a big deep breath. And relax into your body and just tell me what's going on for you right now.
Ooh, um, a lot of disconnect, and uh, a lot of disconnect, and just not feeling. I've entered a 6, 7 year pattern, um, where like 7 years ago, well, 8 years ago, I guess 7, 8 years ago, I was in the same place. I was feeling depressed, and just not feeling like myself, things like that. And yeah, and anyway, so I went searching. I was put on antidepressants. But that didn't feel right. So, it was kind of like it's my birthright to be happy type thing without medication kind of thing. And anyways, I went on a journey to kind of figure out how can I be happy again without medication. And I entered Crystal's world, and it was interesting because I guess basically, long story short, like I'm kind of, I feel like I'm back there, but I'm not. I'm at a new layer. I'm at a new level. And it was just so interesting how, you came back into my life again, and,
Serendipitously, almost like it just, yeah.
yeah,
Timing is everything. It's always timing.
yeah. And I was saying to my husband, even before, you kind of reached out, and I'm like, I, I have been focusing so much on everybody else and not on myself. And I said, I need somebody for me, just for me. Yeah. So it was just interesting. And the past, I've been, I was on the last two MEC calls, and I just very emotional, and yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, thank you. And thanks for you've just come back into my world and you're so courageous. Know that we are many things. And I don't want to say I know you know this. So just as I'm saying things, I think you know this. And so I know you know this. But I just want to remind you of it, because sometimes we just need little reminders that we are this and that. We can be very bright light. You have a very bright light about you. You can just feel it. And as soon as you come on, you can kind of just feel there's a real earnest soul. You have a very, very earnest spirit that wants to be happy. That's you're searching for just to be yourself. And I can feel that. And and remembering that we can be that and be sad at the same time. We can be a bright, beautiful soul, and that's such evolved consciousness in just how you were born into the world. But you can also have been born into things that are sad. And so you can be both things. And I think that's what a lot of us that are kind of seeking that, whether I call us the light workers or the light seekers, or there is a group of us. There's probably millions of us, but we have found each other, and we're finding each other all over the world where we are seeking happiness. What does that mean to be happy? Interesting. That's my word for the year is happiness. So, every year I pick a word, and this year the word was happiness. I want to be happy, just like you, deep in my soul, no matter what's going on in the outside world. And, I have some conditions right now so it's funny you talk about medicine, because I'm on a bit of medicine right now. And so I struggle with that too, because we're the nature girls. We should be able to be happy. We should be happy from the inside out. I also know that I'm not, I don't even want to get into whether medicine is right or wrong or any of that, but I also know that there is a place for everything. And sometimes those little pit stops that we need a little bit of medical help can also be a soothing balm temporarily to help us just recalibrate and get kind of grounded again. So I do want to say this, that there, I'm gonna say it in this way. Don't feel guilty, even though telling you not to feel guilty is going to make you feel guilty. But we don't have to feel guilty and ashamed, because we're human and we have a human brain and a human body, even though you're this high resonating soul. So in your humanness, there may just be some clicks and things and little things that are happening in your body that your body says, well, we do live in 2025 and they do have medicine. And if you're really having a hard time, we can support you. There's sometimes, so all I'm saying is be gentle with yourself, because medicine has saved a billion lives too. And it can be a short-term thing, and it can sometimes be, it's okay, you're going to need this. And aren't you so grateful that we live in 2025 and you have it? And you can be really happy with it. And if you need it, and if you don't need it, there'll be a time that you'll get off of it, because you no longer are needing it. So I'm just saying that because as much as I am the granola mom, my kids now say, Mom, it's not called granola mom anymore. It's called what's the kind of mom now? I forget. They tell me I don't know. It's basically we do everything naturally. We grow our own herbs. We can our own food. We do our own things. We live. Yes, it's an almond mom. It's one of these moms, so I really like to do things as natural as possible. But I too have had to have Candace, I have memory of you. Like I have a deep connection to you. And so I probably, because when Candace says I came back into your life, I can literally remember one or two calls we like a discovery session I feel like we might have had. And I feel like I remember everything you said to me. And I feel like without getting into it, you and I have some deep core wounds to our mothers. And there's some stuff in there that I think can create dark nights of the soul that nobody else in the world really ever quite understands. That deep core wound. And I don't, maybe yours isn't anymore. Like maybe you're like, I've worked that one out. But I do want to say, I sometimes think, geez, I've hit a few times in my life where, whoa, it got dark and I needed that extra help. And I did have antidepressants at times in my life that were like, I saw the light of day. And then I got out of that dark place. And then I got myself back doing all the things that I wasn't doing, like the walking and the exercising and the eating and all the things that like I was doing. Now, if you're like, I'm doing everything, I'm doing all the things. So that can be another different conversation. But what comes up for you even as I share that part with you?
Well, thank you for saying that, because like I like, even though like my like with my coaching business, like I focus on chronic pain and like, the aspect of, like the natural, the emotional aspect, right? I still do believe in Western medicine, and and it's interesting because like, I say I feel like I'm back in that same spot. Yet what I feel to myself is yes, and it's just new. It's just a new layer where it hasn't. I'm grateful for everything that I've done, everybody that I have met, all of that kind of stuff, and all the work that I have done up until now, because I'm not there anymore, right? Like it's just a new layer where it's that recognizing, and it's the whole thing of just, I just want to feel complete again, kind of thing. So yeah. And I am doing all the things, like not doing all the things, but I am
doing enough of the things that you're like, you know what, I'm doing enough of the things that I see other people that are not doing any of these things and they're happy, for God's sakes. Like, what the hell? So if you could, and we're going to go into your body in just a minute, because your body is really the best place to like just connect and let it speak to you. But before we go into the body, and we're just going to use that thinking brain, is there something that you in your brain intuitively, or just like there's something in your awareness that's been saying, I think it's connected to this. I feel like it's connected to this.
It's like there's definitely a core wound of not. I don't like, I wish I could say that I'm over the mother wound. I really wish I could say that. However, I don't think I am. I've obviously done a lot of work behind this, or else I wouldn't be where I am.
Absolutely.
Right. However, it like for me right now, it's like a core wound of not being good enough, of not being worthy, and of not feeling worthy. And it just kind of extends, and that is really what it extends throughout with my business, because it's like I feel like I'm passed by. I feel like I'm invisible. Yeah. So it's very interesting. So yeah.
Yeah. And that is very root chakra. Because I don't mean to keep saying, because I do say to my coaches, don't do that when you're coaching. Yeah, me too. Yeah, me too. But like, yeah, me too. So like as you're talking, like I get that. Like I really feel you at a deep level of that feeling of like, yeah, I don't like, you're so good at what you do. And like, why is it not clicking for you the way it clicks for other people? So I want to first say, I see you. Like I really see you. And I mean that. I see you. And I'm so sorry that that wound goes back to, without us even talking about it, there's a wound that goes back to not feeling seen. And And I just really, I know I didn't do it to you, and sometimes when I say to people, I'm so sorry, they go, you don't have anything to feel sorry for, but I do know I'm really sorry. Like, I know how hard that wound is. Is there any part you want to share with us? So anyone, just for context of what you, or anything at all you want to share about what you've been through, or not today?
It's like my biological mom. The my biological mom just wasn't ready to, I guess, raise. She just wasn't ready to kind of have a child. So my parents were married very young, just because of her being pregnant. She had left my dad and I when I was 2, and then there was just a lot of things that happened, like kind of emotionally, mentally, physically,
Yeah.
sexually, etc.
Yeah. And sexually, it's interesting how we always just kind of pop that at the end, like emotionally, mentally, sexually. Yeah. And it's hard. And like, I just want you to know, like, I see you, I hear you, I feel you. I know how hard those can be. And in spite of that, you're still strong and amazing and smart and amazing and wonderful. And you have your husband and your son. Is it your son you have? You have one, or?
Just one.
Yeah, I remember that. That's literally, I'm going on memory. And you're iridescent, your business, and you're purple, and you're shiny, and all of that is your soul speaking, like all of that. Why don't we put 2 feet on the floor, and why don't we get out of our busy brains, and why don't we just together just try to drop down? So we're just gonna first just undo our hands. Let's take our hands away from your chin. Let's together take a big breath in, so you really feel yourself expand. And if you can lift your arms with me, we're going to fill up together. So we're just going to take a big breath in and really just reach, and imagine you're reaching for the heavens, for whatever you believe is out there that's bigger, and we're all connected to. You and I are both part of it. And we're going to draw on that we are all a part of, that oneness, that sisterhood, that connectedness. And we're going to use our hands, and we're almost going to take a little hold of a bit of it, and we're going to pull it down into our bodies. And just pull a little handful of it and put it into your heart. And just breathe it into your heart, and know that you're safe and you're supported here. And just breathing into your body, let your shoulder blades drop down. Let your shoulders drop down from your ears. Let your breathing deepen. All of us can be doing this together. We're all just dropping into our bodies. We imagine there's a busy, busy brain up there, like neurons and synaptic pathways, and like a huge computer firing and things happening. And it's so busy. And you're just going to walk over to the elevator that's there on the wall, and you're going to go inside of it. And the doors open and they shut, and it's really quiet. You just feel the quiet that is inside you. And then that elevator, you're going to press it to the 4th floor. And it's slowly going to start just moving down. You feel it physically moving yourself, little mini you in a little mini elevator, little you just beginning to slide down through 3rd eye. You can almost feel it in the middle of your head, coming down where your nose would be, back there, down into your back of your mouth. And you're feeling yourself dropping down through your throat, and everybody can be feeling it. And as you're doing it, you're feeling your hands relax. You can either keep them at your chest or just drop them, whatever feels comfortable. You're feeling your shoulders really releasing, and all the tension in your arms, and you're just dropping right down into your breath. And when the elevator doors open, there is the most magical sacred garden, the most beautiful green garden, the most beautiful flowers, exotic, and the ones that your most favorite, and they're everywhere. And the most beautiful scents and aromas, and anything that's there that's beautiful that you love is there in the garden with you. Somehow I feel like there's even little fairies and a godmother, like a fairy godmother. She's in there. She's like, I am here. I'm your godmother. I'm inside you. I love you. I'm here with you. And down in that place, you look over and you see a big wooden cabinet there in the garden, and it seems out of place, but there it is, and it's wooden and it's huge. And you walk over to it because you know it's yours, it's in your garden. You notice there's a padlock on the outside doors, and you reach your hand in to your pocket and you find a key and you pull it out, and then you have to actually ask yourself, are you ready to slide the key into that padlock and open up the cabinet doors and see what's behind there? And if you are, we're going to put the key in. And if you're not, just ask yourself, are you too afraid to open that door? And what comes up for you, Candace?
Panic, terror, fear, like.
So we're going to just leave that cabinet for a minute, and we're going to leave that door closed, and we're just going to stay in your garden, and we're going to stay in this place because it's safe in here. You are so safe in this place. And it is just filled with everything you could ever want. And there in the garden, there is a bench. You're going to walk over to the bench and just know this place is sacred. Nothing can get you here. Nothing can hurt you here. It is pure love. When you sit down on the bench, just there to your side, like a kind of magical little experience, somebody that you really care about just joins you and sits beside you and holds your hand. Let yourself breathe into that. And she holds your hand and she tells you how much she loves you, or he, who's ever there with you. You breathe into it and she gives you a big hug and she tells you how much she loves you. And breathe into it, and that you're so supported and taken care of. And as you let go, she tells you that over there in that cabinet is nothing to be afraid of. And she's going to go with you, because behind the cabinet is the most beautiful big beating heart. And it's yours. It's the most beautiful heart that's filled with so much love, that's just been scared of being hurt. And you had to put your heart in that big cabinet a long time ago to stay safe. What comes up for you, Candace? Can you breathe into it? Can you feel yourself just talk through it? What's there for you right now?
Well, the bench. Like as soon as you said there was a bench, even before you said that, there would be somebody there, like it was my grandmother that raised me. And she, my nickname to her was Miss Daisy.
There's daisies everywhere, by the way, all in your garden. So many daisies everywhere.
And she was like, she was there, and I just miss her. And
she loves you. She's around you every day.
Yeah.
She's around you every single day. She's more around you now than she's ever been in your whole life. And when she was alive, she's more around you now than when she was alive. She's cheering for you. Her mother's cheering for you. Her mother's cheering for you. Your great, great, great grandmother's cheering for you. They're all standing, holding space, loving you, supporting you. They know who you are. They know how important you are. They don't want you to forget how important you are and how much you matter. And breathe that in. Feel them all come there into your sacred garden. They just all, suddenly you are just surrounded by a whole bunch of women, and they're hugging you like a big bear hug. Feel them all around you. And then they want to ask you if together, with safety and love, you feel safe enough with them with you to open the cabinet up and just let your heart Be open, just even for the next 5 minutes. You feel like you could do that? We're all going to go over together. Can I come in your garden? Okay, I'm coming in the garden too. I'm with you. I'm holding your hand on the other side, and your grandma's on the one side. Okay, where are the keys? They're in your pocket. We're going to get over to that cabinet. You're going to let go of my hand. Put your hand in your pocket. You're going to put the key in the padlock. You're going to slowly turn it. Take it off. Put it down. Take a big breath. This is going to feel good. It's going to feel really good. We're going to open the doors of the cabinet. Breathe deeper than you've been able to breathe in a while and let all that love in. There is so much love inside of you, so much happiness inside of you that's always been yours, waiting for you. That beautiful heart of yours is connected to an energetic cord that's just up above you. And it's this omnipotent ocean of holy water, pure divine healing. Talk about chronic pain. You let that water wash down in over you. And there's a little faucet on your heart. Who knew? And the faucet's just been closed. So now we're just going to turn the faucet and drip, drip, drip. We're going to start letting that water, that omnipotent ocean of healing, holy, anointing love, light, just start to drip down into your garden. It can never drown you. It's just like light, and it's so anointing. And let it begin to wash into your space and fill your garden with light. So much light. It feels so beautiful. Breathe it in, and everyone's shining. Everyone's feeling more relaxed and surrendering and letting go. And that white light, that holy water just begins to wash, just like that shower that Sharon talked about. It's just beginning to release and rinse away all the pain. All the way down your arms, all the way into your fingers. And that holy water is dripping out the end of your fingertips, filling you and rinsing down through your body into your hips, your whole pelvic floor, your inner thighs, rinsing all around your entire pelvic area, cleansing your whole womb, uterus, ovaries, cleansing, releasing, taking back all your power. It's your body. Nobody gets to be in there but you, and anyone you choose to let in now. So with each breath, you inhale all that bright light, and you just blow it out down your feet. Blow everything down your legs. Blow everything just down. Let it rinse down into the ground. Let everything rinse. And now you're just feeling like your whole body, the exterior, almost like you have an energetic, just a bubble around you that's healing and just anointing you and rinsing everything away from your energetic aura too. Everything around you, you're just being cleansed with white light that's so healing. So peaceful, reminding you of who you really are, asking you to let go of what's not yours. You've been holding this stuff way too long. All your grandmother's asking you to let it go. She's actually saying, if you only knew how loved you are, you would just never, ever let this thought enter your brain again. If you knew how cherished you are, how important you are, how much your life matters. You have important work here to do. No pressure. But you do. And everything you felt, a million other women feel. And every word you speak will be anointing to their soul. And they will find you when you're ready to be seen. when you feel safe to really show up. So let go of anything that's stopping you from feeling safe. And let's just travel around your body now and ask it if there's any places inside your body that feel heavy, hurting, trapped, stuck, stagnant, needing your attention right now. And there might be a few, but let's just go to one, the one that's the loudest.
Kind of like it's all connected. So it's like here all the way to the back of my shoulder.
Let's go right into that area. Let's go right into your neck, your shoulder, your jaw. It has been demanding your attention for a while, and we can't ignore it. Just like you can't be ignored, just like little girl Candace couldn't be ignored. She has a voice in there. She has so much to say. I almost feel like I see a little version of you somewhere in there, like a little girl that's like wanting to scream and yell and wants to be heard and is so frustrated and angry. See if you can feel what that part of your body has been like begging to say, begging for you to acknowledge. What is your body? What does it feel like in that spot?
Like you know, it's so it's so interesting. Like you were on my left side, but like my grandma was on my right side, and like that's where this is kind of happening, and like holding my hand, and it's like heavy, it's like a burden, it's like that's what it feels like. It just feels like heavy burden.
Have you been holding on to stuff for way too long that you don't need to hold anymore? Like it's just time to let it go?
I just
What's it saying? What's coming up for you? Stay with it.
I guess it's I guess
Breathe into it.
it's
It's okay. You're
I'm
okay.
it's hard to formulate the words. Um,
Let's stay with the feeling. What is the feeling that's in there? If you could just describe the sensation, don't even give it words yet. Like, just is it blocked, stuck, racing, moving, locked, fierce, tight, gripping? What's the actual body feeling?
like heavy and clenched, like contracting, where it's kind of like
Okay. Yeah. Let's breathe into it. Let's stay with it. Your body doesn't want to let go yet. Your body's saying, oh, no, 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 no. We're not just quite ready to just let that go. We got stuff here. We got to acknowledge. So we're going to stay in that stuck, that heavy. And if you could ask that stuck heavy, if it were emotion, if it were an emotion, if you could give it an emotion, what would it be called? Is it anger? Is it sorrow? Is it shame? Is it sadness? Is it fear? What do you feel comes up for you?
I want to say fear, but I think it's grief.
Stay with it. It's a lot of heavy sadness. It's a lot of heavy sadness in there, and it doesn't want to just dissipate without shining light on the sadness and the should have beens and the could have beens and the ought to have beens. There's a lot of should have beens and a lot of could have beens and a lot of ought to have beens. And maybe that part of you really needs a voice right now. And maybe your body's saying, no, we're not just gonna spiritually bypass this and let it all out. We're gonna stay here for a little bit. We got some work to do. We have a job to do now. Your body feels like it's grieving. Who is it connected to? Who's the first person that just comes in there and says, yeah, I'm still here?
Me.
It's connected to you. And who?
Like it
How long have you been feeling this feeling inside you? How long has this been there? How long does it go back? How far does it go back?
Yeah, there's the it's so far back. Like if that makes sense, like it's
Yes.
so far.
Oh, yes. Oh my God, I'm just feeling like generational trauma. I just got hit with like, wow, this goes so far back. You're literally like, I am here like a warrior to break the chains of like 5 generations. I don't know if that resonates with you, but like you are breaking chains for like 5 generations.
My son is with me.
And what's happening there?
We're holding hands.
Yes.
He's on my right side.
Yes. He's saying, take my hand now, Mom.
Yeah.
Just breathing into that, Candace. Let's bring ourselves back to your heart where that tap water, that faucet. And now we're just going to redirect the energy from there, that light, loving, anointing, healing energy just for today. Bring it up just for today and wrap that whole hurting area in your neck and jaw and shoulders. Wrap it like a warm blanket with love. It has been denied for generations. Women who couldn't speak their truth. Generations of women who were ignored and invisible. And wrap it all in so much love, like a big blanket of love, holding it, honoring it. How does that feel?
Lighter.
Yeah.
Right?
Keep holding it. We're not going to run from it. We're going to stay with it. And Candace, I would love to be able to also support you with a one-on-one coaching call. You're also part of MEC, and I know we have some calls. I would love to stay with you and over the next week, stay with this and do a little deeper coaching with you on this. And let's not run from this. Breathe into this. Stay with this. I feel like your body is like saying, this is deep, it's heavy, it's layered, it's not going to feel just great in a finger snap. It's going to take some digging out. We're going to be digging some graves. We're going to be writing some letters. We're going to be burning some letters and digging some graves and burying them. And it's going to take a little bit of time. And it's going to take some time to connect your mind and your body. Breathing into this. Candace, I'm amazed by you. Breathe into this. Just breathe. Just keep breathing. How do you feel about writing yourself a letter of just what is coming up for you and maybe it's a letter to your grandmother to start with. Just letting you and her talk again on paper. I think you really need to be held and supported and loved before you're going to go deep and dig out stuff. I just think you really need to be loved, supported, surrounded by beautiful feminine energy that you don't need to, that you're going to feel so safe and nothing has to be rushed. And just little bit by little bit, as you feel safer and safer, you'll just take out a little bit more and we'll leave a little bit more at the curb. And every week we'll take a little garbage out and we'll leave a little more garbage at the curb for the garbage man to take away. And it's not going to happen in one thing. It's going to happen as your body's ready. And this was an amazing first start. I'm in awe of your willingness to go there and be there and honor yourself. You're a true teacher because you let yourself feel it. Breathing into that and thanking your body for letting you go there today. Your body so wants to let go.
Yeah.
Your heart is so hurt and it's so afraid to let go. There's also protection in not letting go, right? Like there's also that feeling of like, then what if I let go? Like there's fierce protection in the wooden cabinet and the padlock and not even finding the key. But what an amazing breakthrough to see you go from, no, I'm not going in that cabinet. I felt your fear. It was real. I could feel terrified fear to like go anywhere outside, letting anybody in. The idea that that cabinet door could open and it could be a portal to some other world, I could feel you were like, no, nope, not opening anything in my being to be a portal to anything. The only portal that your heart is open to right now that we're making sure is that ocean of love. We can call it heaven, where your grandmother is, where she's actually here with you, around you. But that's your gateway that just allows you to know I have this one place deep inside of me. And that one place deep inside of me is connected to this divine, omnipotent energy. And you have to decide if you want to open yourself up to it. And when you don't feel safe, you close it off. And each day that you let yourself just go there and open the cabinet out, and then maybe one day we'll just take the cabinet right off and we'll have a bonfire with it. And we'll burn it. And you won't even ever need it again. And then we'll take the key and we'll bury it in the bonfire. We'll be like, bye-bye, cabinet. I am an open, beating heart that's so ready to receive love. Because that's what that is. It's really, you give so much love. But I don't know that you know yet how to let yourself receive love.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I definitely don't think I know. Yeah, yeah. With with by myself, I guess is kind of what's coming to me. Like, unless I have Miss Daisy with me. Yeah, yeah.
Love that you just said that. So we're going to keep Miss Daisy with you. Because Miss Daisy is you. You are Miss Daisy. Like, why don't we write a letter to Miss Daisy? Let's find Miss Daisy again. Let's find sweet little Candace running around in the daisies when her grandmother was still alive. Do you remember that time? Not a lot.
Yeah. Like, yeah, yeah, it's interesting. It's been a long time since I've sat on the couch with her, like not physically, but like
Yeah.
sitting with her and calling her in and just,
Yeah.
we just have coffee. Can we just sit?
Yeah. Yeah. So let's do that this week. Let's not rush anything. You know, healing can happen. It really can. Like you can go, oh, but you also cannot force that. And it has to be when you feel safe enough to like let a little bit more happen. And your brain is so brilliant, it's going to keep you safe and protected, even if it means it won't let you be happy. Because it cares more about you being safe than being happy. The brain does not care about happiness at all. The heart cares about happiness. Your heart's like, please, please, can we just do it? Take the cabinet off. We'll be happy. But your brain is saying, are you crazy? We're not taking the cabinet off. That could leave us vulnerable. And that could make, we could be opening ourselves up to be hurt. And that's also what's getting in the way in your business, though, because if you're hiding behind a cabinet, people can't see you, even if you're right in front of them jumping around naked. Right? They would just be like, I can't see you until you are ready to be seen. So we're going to take the cabinet off together, little bit by little bit. And then once it's gone, it's gone. It's not like you have to be like, oh, forever I have to do this work. You're going to do it until there's something in you goes, I think I'm ready. And then you'll always have it close by anytime you need it. And then maybe we'll never burn it. Like, I don't think I ever want to burn mine either. Although there are times that I've like cut it down into pieces and get it ready for kindling wood. And then I like build it back together again. So I understand, but I want you to know I'm sending you a great, big, huge sister hug, love from my heart to yours, all of us. Let yourself receive that. Breathe it in. Like, imagine right now I'm there with you. I'm hugging you. I'm literally going, Candace, I got you. And you got me. We got each other. You're not alone. You've been doing this thing for too long alone. And there are so many of us just like you all over the world. And we're finding each other. You're going to be able to come back next Thursday.
Yeah.
And I will see you Tuesday at our Master Empowerment Coach certification class. Let's take a big deep breath in. I'm gonna put a little spray. It's going. Can you feel it? I'm spraying you. Y'all feeling it? Okay, we're all just having a little shower of like, great. There we go. Candace sprayed all over you. Shining down on you, just falling down on you. Candace, I know that sometimes we always just want to be like, oh, that was easy. That was great. How are you feeling right now? I know it was a lot. How are you feeling?
Lots of things are kind of coming up. Like at this moment, I feel complete. I feel seen. I feel complete.
What a word.
Yeah. And it's, and grateful on so many levels, like grateful for being able to be here, grateful and thankful to myself for raising my hand, knowing
letting you matter.
Like, and knowing full well that this is online. Right. Like, and, like just kind of letting myself just go there. And, yeah, like just, and it's another layer oh my gosh, golly wonkers. Like allowing myself to honor this layer, because this is like a big layer.
Good for you. No shame in your game. Sometimes we get off and like Sharon was like, it was huge. And it's like, I've done this where I go, oh my God, what did I just do publicly? Like, and then I have like something I call sharer's remorse that I've had in my past where I'm like, maybe I shouldn't. And then I'm always like, wow, I can't believe how it helped other people. And in the end, it always helped me. So just keep telling yourself you are amazing. We all are like circling you with like, you're amazing and you're doing it and we're in awe of you. And this is the real work. This is the real work that it takes to do this kind of work. And so thank you for letting yourself do it. We're standing with you. You're not alone. We'll do some coaching calls. You've got your MEC sisters. We've got MEC on Tuesday, and I'm going to see you back here next Thursday.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Oh, that was amazing, Candace. Breathe that in, girl. Breathe it in. It's just starting. You just tell yourself this is just the beginning. This isn't just one moment. This is just the beginning. Ooh, let's all take a big, beautiful breath, because whether you were in the love seat today or listening quietly in the background, this moment was for you too. It was for me. Like, we are all in a season of rising. And rising doesn't always look pretty. It doesn't always feel pretty. Sometimes it's messy. And it's emotional and it's raw, but it's real and it's authentic. And that's where your power lies, in that quiet stillness of telling yourself the truth. So here's what I want to ask you to ask yourself this week. What am I pretending not to know? What would happen if I stopped waiting and just began? You don't need permission. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to say yes to yourself, to your truth, and to your next step. Sometimes you just have to ask yourself, what would courage have me do? And so if you're ready to go deeper, the Master Empowerment Coach certification journey is here. The doors are still open. The invitation is real. Check out the show notes for your next step. Come back next week. We're going to be back with Candace, and we'll have another amazing, beautiful woman in the love seat, because this is just getting good. Woo-hoo. Until then, keep rising, be brave, be bold, be simply woman.
1, 2, 3, 4.
That's it for today's episode of the Simply Woman podcast. If something shifted for you today, don't stop here. Take the next step. If you want to be coached live on the show, join us inside the Simply Woman podcast studio. Sign up now at www.swatinstitute.com/podcast. And make sure to subscribe so you never miss an episode. And if you're ready to go even deeper, check out the Master Empowerment Coach certification, because the world needs more women leading the way. And now I leave you with just one question. What would courage have you do?